The world is in peril. The dark god Incabulos has returned to this plane, and the forces of good in the north are stretched thin. The word is coming in from other regions that trouble may be brewing, and our heroes have been sent south into the jungles, where a mysterious plague of addiction seems to be creeping across the land. Following their only clue brings them to a pyramid deep in the rainforest, where human sacrifices seem to be the norm. Snakes. Snakes. And snakes. This week on Heroes of Epic Proportions.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Heroes of Epic Proportions. This is episode 11. We're sitting in the town of Morikthal. No, we're in the rainforest of Morikthal. The town is called Krento. Our heroes last time exposed...
Oh, that's where the... Right. We should have asked for the name of the town.
Our heroes exposed
go anyway,
a drug
Joe.
ring, among many other things, and we're about to get to the bottom of some stuff. So, right now, at this moment, you guys are sitting at the bottom of a temple after a near-human sacrifice, and basically the ball is telling you to go up.
Is it a near human or a near sacrifice?
No, it was a near sacrifice, pretty much human, little bit like on the lizardy side, but still human.
Trafina's charging up this thing.
All right.
Are there any, before I I guess before we do that, I did want to ask, are there vines on the temple?
There are vines on the sides of the temple, but the stairs have been cleared.
Okay, that's cool.
It's very small steps. It's like the only place you've ever felt comfortable outside of a gnomish village because of how small the steps are.
Oh, I wonder if it's dwarves or something, or other gnomes, possibly.
Dwarves have big feet.
You know, that
But
like-
not long legs.
their stairs would be
They're 4
proportional to
feet
this.
tall, but they're like straight up 270 pounds, so...
Okay.
I'm just saying, they got big feet.
Well, Trafina enjoys climbing these steps.
Without having to skip, also, I might add.
Yes. Still have those boots if I need them, though.
All right.
Yes. I follow. We're in formation.
All right.
The elf's in the back.
So you guys get up to the top of the tower, and basically you see 4 guards that pull their weapons out and ask who you are. You can't see the guards' faces because they're all covered in cowls.
Is the stone still out? Because I'm going to kind of be like, look, this thing's telling us to go here. I think you know what that means.
And they basically look at the stone, they sheath their weapons, and they nod. And
Yeah.
I'm with him.
There's an elf behind us, too, who looks menacing. She's just slow. He's slow.
That makes me sound like I'm
Gender's a thing with-
stupid.
Yep, that too.
I'm dumb and
that
dangerous.
just echoes up the stairs.
You are.
Is that in character?
Yeah. It just echoes up the stairs. I'm not stupid.
I'm not, you guys.
Also, it's kind of a dangerous thing to tell someone who's deadly.
What, that they're
You're
slow?
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I meant moving-wise. You're just too sensitive, elf.
No, I said it makes me sound like I'm dumb, and you're like, well, you are.
Oh, yeah, I did
Trafina
say
walks in while these two are having their argument.
All right, so
Nods at the guards.
I did get us past the guards.
Stupid.
Goes in for a fist bump. They don't come back with it. It's kind of a disappointment.
you walk in there, and along the walls, you see about 20 sort of kind of pod-shaped things, like where it's carved into the wall, like a half circle. And in most of these pods, you see different people that have been sort of roped into there. And as you're watching this, their little priestess, I think she's Dragonborn, she's walking up and she's actually scraping like the scales off of these people. Mm-hmm. And you notice that some of the arms are actually full-on snakes. Some of them have snake heads. And basically, they're just not doing so hot.
Hello.
Is it
there.
just the one woman there? Can we see anybody else? In
There's
the room?
the priestesses that are harvesting the
multiple
scales. There's
priestesses.
a couple guards that are similar to the ones outside. They're all carrying scimitars, and then you see one woman who is at the very end of the temple, standing in front of an altar, and looking at her, you can tell that she is very almost everything looks perfectly human except for her eyes, which are emerald green with slits in them.
So, we've been sent here.
Dig in
by-
the eyes. Love it. You were rocking that look, girl.
You guys aren't moving fast enough.
So she looks up at you guys and asks who is calling.
Manfoot.
What?
I don't know this name. And the guards reach for their swords.
Blackfoot Incabulos.
I know you're an emissary of Incabulos.
Yes.
That's why we sent for you.
Uh-huh.
What is your name?
Oh, I'm Manveith.
I
This
I
is-
don't
hi,
recall
buddy.
sending for Manveith.
And
Where
this
is
person
Care?
behind me is Carrick. Blackfoot. Does anyone remember the guy's name?
She
I didn't
starts.
realize that memory would be part of the game. I would have been writing this down.
Technically, you can actually do a memory check with a D20, and if it's above 10, I can tell you.
Yes!
Okay. I've got 13. I don't know
12.
what that is plus, but yeah.
All right, Care Blacknail.
Cara
Blacknail.
Care
Blacknail.
Blacknail?
That's who we work for.
We're
Yes.
hanging with Care Blacknail, you know.
And where is he?
I gestured
Listen.
a hi, buddy.
That's not important right now. Incabulos has already landed. Where's Sleth?
Sleth takes a little more time because... well,
'Cause you're
let's-
slow.
Let's just be honest. Like, Incabulos takes more effort to summon and is kind of more worthless.
Yeah, that's not what Blackfoot says.
Oh.
Well, Keblith.
If he wanted to have this sort of
Manveith,
quarrel,
can you try to remember our employer's name for 2 seconds?
if he cared to have this quarrel, he should have brought himself here.
That's how little he cares. You guys need to step. Can we see your summoning ritual, please?
The summoning
I'm
ritual...
going with the bluff here. If anyone asks, is there a roll I can make?
Yeah,
to
you
see
can make a
if this-
deception check.
Yes, that fell between two things. They have to do it again.
Or a persuasion check, I guess.
Do I get anything for my charlatan? I do have.
Are you
Nope.
proficient in persuasion?
Yes, I am.
So you add the +3 and your charisma to it.
Woohoo! 17.
All right. Well, if you would have actually scribed through the stone, we could have told you that this is exactly why you're here. Because we need to get the Eye of Sleth to be able to bring this to fruition. Like, we've almost got enough of our volunteers. And, like, she kind of eyes the people that are hanging there being, like, skinned. Like, to be able to pull this off. But it takes longer because we're not working with rats. We're working with humans.
You're working with snakes, lady.
And she actually sticks her like prong tongue out at you for a second and brings
Yeah.
it back in quickly. Is there a problem with that?
No, we love snakes, right, Manveith?
Well, we don't. Rats are better. Snakes are stupid.
Doing?
I'm sorry. I walk up and I'm like, listen, he lacks tact.
He's slow.
He was
You lack-
not treated well as a child. Where's this eye thing? Because we're here to help in any way that we can. And despite my partner's negative attitude, he's on board, and we just want to help you get this all together. We're all working for the same thing.
Well, for safekeeping, we kept it in the Temple of Sleth for a long time. Like, we've been trying to figure out how to accelerate this process discreetly. But ever since Incabulos hit, we haven't had to be as discreet about our indiscretions against the law of the land. And we need you to go in there and take it. The only problem we have had so far is that some of these half-breeds have gone feral, and they're always drawn back to the temple, so there's going to be some opposition in there. Not to mention Eska Reth, who's basically the guardian of that particular temple. She hasn't been listening to us anymore ever since we lost control of the temple, and she's guarding the eyes.
You lost control of your own temple to your own god.
Oh, that's what happens whenever you
can't
have...
get the artifact to summon your own god back from his own temple because
Yeah.
his other
Yeah.
servants are fighting you?
That's why we
This
brought in
sounds-
some adventurers to take care of the mess. We're delegating this because we don't have the time to deal with this ourselves.
I'm just saying maybe this is a second-rate outfit, but that's why you need our help. That's what you said, right?
You'll see
Yeah,
whatever he
Did you say
summoned.
please, by the way?
I'm not one to say please. I'm one that's going to
Thank
let
you.
you
You're
walk
welcome,
out
of course.
here.
Absolutely. Which is the thing with the slith?
All right, so she walks over to the gnome and gives the map there, or gives the map, and is
okay.
basically like, please leave this temple right now.
She said please.
Oh, so
God
it's
damn
not
it.
in the... so it's
This is
not...
not the
This
slip.
is not
I
the
don't-
same
this is not-
temple. There's a separate temple who we're going to?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
the like kind of altar and pyramid. This is the Great Pyramid of Sleth, but it's more the tomb of Sleth.
I look at the map. Is it in the same town?
It's
Here?
it's a little bit outside of town, but you can tell it's not that far. It's basically, it looks like it's at the edge of some mountain mesas.
Okay, we'll definitely go and get this and 100% bring it back to you for
Yes.
sure.
That's yes.
I like, we get outside and I whisper like, we're not gonna really bring it back to her, guys.
I could
don't
have
know
just
if you picked up
disrupted the
on
whole
that.
thing if you would have followed my bluff.
Why are you talking about this
Probably
like
not,
right
but it was
here?
having. Shh. Listen. We have a thing around us.
One of the guards raises his hood, and you just see a snake, like a full-on snake face. He's just staring at you.
Oh, great. He probably heard.
I give him a little hiss, like, "Sss," but like in a good way, not like a just sort of like a "what's up" hiss.
What?
He misconstrues
Are
it and
you
actually
fluent in
like gives you the
snake?
eyes.
Are you flirting with the
Yeah,
guards now,
see?
too?
This is what I was talking about.
God.
You have a problem.
His posture softens a little bit as he walks over and just kind of like saunters towards you.
I raise an eyebrow.
I grab Trafinia by the ear and we walk out of the temple pyramid.
I thought we were already outside because we were talking about screwing him over, but sure.
No, you guys were at
Well,
the top. There's guards outside of the
Fair
main
enough.
chamber.
We're out of the room, the chamber. Well, now we're on the pyramid.
I like mime at the guard. I'm like, I'll call you.
Like he like the Goombas from that horrible Super Mario movie just like puts a grin on. It's like, hey.
All right, I think we have our plan now, and it's a lot more knowledge. We just have to go in and beat... Or wait, maybe she's going to be good to us. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there, I think. I'm now back on board, way more on board than I was, because this is also the cause of the... Clearly the addictions everywhere, which didn't make me happy.
All right.
So yeah, I say we go, and we get this eye, and then we don't actually give it back to the lady. We go back to Puma Man.
Yes, no, I picked up on that plan, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm throwing in with it, because we've
Okay.
been a little scattered.
I'm just gonna assume from your silence that you're cool with this. Hi, buddy.
I'm just judging you. Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you have anything to say
fine.
about my choices?
I mean, the last...
Thank
okay,
you.
fine.
I mean, I'm sure that like the tongue work of a snake is pretty good, but
I'm just not
They got
surprised
that
by any of
fork
this.
thing.
the
YOLO!
whole like unhinged jaw thing, sure.
I don't even have to, but I'm skipping down the steps of the temple.
All right, so you guys go and you get your mounts and you ride off towards this temple.
All right.
I'm ready to throw down.
While you're passing through this forest,
Albuquerque.
the trail is
temple.
definitely it's worn, but it's also starting to get overgrown. Like you see a lot of different types of animals in the woods. You see snakes all over the place. You see a lot of birds, and as you slowly reach this temple, you see the top of it before you get there, and carved in relief is a giant cobra about 50 feet tall.
Sweet.
As offshoots of it, there are 6 other snake heads coming off of it, and basically you see a perfectly circular shaped hole going into the mountain.
Guys, I'm sure that's just a statue. We're not going to have to face anything like that at any point inside there. Feel very confident about that.
Let's go.
You know what? I just got to say, while we're out here, you know what snakes do? They eat birds. And I hate birds.
Oh, yes, of course.
This is great. I'm not sure I want to take this guy down.
I am. Snakes.
All right, so you
Why
guys
did it have to
approach
be
the
them?
entrance, and inside, like you can see a little ways, it's basically perfectly scale-shaped, like the entire walls. There isn't like a flat floor for anything. It's actually just basically a perfect tube, and all the walls are covered in perfect scales.
That's freaky.
Every 20 feet or so, you see kind of a wall sconce that is also a serpent's head holding either a red or a green gem, depending on which area you're coming from. And basically, it's just putting some illumination on.
Color coded, like highway style, like right way, wrong way.
No,
I was thinking buoys.
It's alternating
red, right,
between
return.
red and green. Like there's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like my version better.
Oh, that's why you should have let me write the other episode before starting this one.
Would you have thought of a channel marking system like
I
the
actually
buoys
did
in the
have like a
International-
full idea on how to make this into like a longer puzzle, but yes.
Well, I want to get to murdering.
All
I
right.
hate these people. Except some of them... You know, I would like more information about how... Once they're far enough gone, is there any bringing them back? Can I figure that out? With
Do you have
knowledge or
resurrect dead or
insight?
raise dead?
I guess I can stabilize people.
I have a spell
I'm just wondering
that
if
I
the
could...
addiction... If there's a point of no return with the addiction. That's also what I'm wondering.
You don't know.
All right.
I have a spell that I could use, but it's only going to give me just general information about the temple, like in the surroundings. It wouldn't help us with like specific knowledge about the addiction. I was going to say, I have speak with plants. I can imbue plants with limited sapience and animation.
What the hell is that gonna do?
Why
Well, you
gonna
said you
flirt
wanted
with some
more information.
You gonna flirt
Oh,
with the
they-
plants too, and they can talk back?
So they... You're...
But this isn't the kind of information you're looking for, so it wouldn't help you.
What are they gonna tell us? That it's sunny? Would they,
They
like,
would
would
know
they have
about
sat?
people who came through, like the types of people who were.
That's what I'm getting at. Does it mean that plants all of a sudden are like, all right, we now know everything we've ever watched as a plant, or are they just going to wake up and then become spies?
You can question plants about events in the spells area within the past day.
Oh, that's. I mean, even if
Gaining
there's like a
information
lead,
about
then
creatures that
sounds
have passed,
pretty cool.
weather, and other circumstances. So yes,
Yeah,
talking about the study.
I'd hit that up.
This is a
Alright,
third
there-
level spell, and I only have one of these left currently. So
Why? What'd you use the other one for?
that was the
You guys,
Is that the charm?
what?
oh, the charm person.
Yeah, charm person was third level.
If you want, you can try to rest out here, but there's no
Oh, wait, no, I
guarantee
had that as
it's
first
safe.
level. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was a third level spell. So I do still have two, but no, let's. I don't
It's up.
think we're gonna gain a lot of info from talking to plants. Joe was the one who was asking about that, and I think
Do you understand my
Manveith.
point and why I'm asking?
you want to know like if there is a point to saving these people, to
Yeah.
having this fight.
Do we just go in and murder everyone? Because these are just addicts who have gone really far and wound up back at the temple because of their insanity.
I would listen, Joe. I am
It's a gray area
always
for me.
about. Sorry, Manveith. Listen, Manveith. I'm always about talking to people and trying to get them to stop attacking us. So far, in my experience, that has not been very successful as an approach. If we can talk them into not hitting us, I'm all about that. But if we have to punch them until they stop doing crimes, we might have to also take that approach.
All right. I don't like it, but we may have to kill some innocents.
All right, so what do you guys do?
We
Keep
roll in.
Going down the... Yes.
All right, so
Actually, roll in, but...
We're in the temple. We're, I guess, inside the. I don't know if I should roll a perception check. I'm gonna roll a perception check. I got an 21.
basically all you're seeing is that it just goes very deep into the mountain. It's
Okay.
basically a perfect 10-foot circle, and as you guys walk a little bit further, you get to a branch that can go left or can go right.
Great.
I vote left.
Hang on. I might have some for this. I know I have some knowledge. I don't think I learned it, though, but I definitely had something that was like, point the way to your thing, and I don't have it. Nope. Nope.
Nope. I'm voting left. Hi, buddy. What do you think?
I think it doesn't really make a difference, so wherever you want to go.
All right, let's go with the gnome.
All right. Let's go in the left hole.
That's what she said.
Literally.
Nobody wants to make any comments about my...
Nope, let's keep going.
All right, so as you're going in, you notice that there's an offshoot to one of these rooms. It's another 10-foot tunnel. I know that two of you have dark vision. I think all three of you might have dark vision.
Yep.
And
Yes.
you can see that going off into a side room is kind of a circular area with a bunch of beds. You can smell some of that smoke coming up from earlier. And basically you can tell that there's some people in there resting while also like toking up and just getting blitzed out of their minds.
Yep, another correct in.
I go in and try to talk to one of them. Hey, buddy.
All right.
Hi, buddy. Not you. Sorry. That's confusing sometimes. What's going on, man?
All right, so as you wake this one up, he's going to basically flail up and just be a little bit like freaked out. You're going to see that he's fully transformed head into a snake like the ones at the top of the tower, but like his body is also covered in those green scales, and he just starts flailing at you. And roll for initiative
All right.
Is he the only one awake?
right now.
Okay. Add my dex modifier on their initiative, or...
Yeah, D20 plus dex.
Okay. I got a 9?
12.
2.
All right, so they're going to go first. All right, so he's going to get 2 attacks on you real quick.
I have the worst spells memorized for this.
All right, 2 melee attacks.
I feel like
what's your
poison wasn't the
AC?
way to go this time.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That is... Should know this. Where's that page? That page that I need. 15.
All right, so the first attack almost hits you, and the second attack, because it was a critical failure, he actually swings really hard and just falls like face first out of bed. And so like he's kind of like prone on the ground in front of you. The racket that he's making has woken up 2 others, but they're
Crap.
not aware of the situation yet. So they're not going to get a turn this round.
This is great. As a hero, I really wanted to just come in and murder a bunch of sleeping crackheads. This is how I saw myself.
I was trying to talk. This is what I'm telling you, Joe. I
This is
try to talk to these
fantastic.
people, and they just try to kill me. Here, you know what? You want to have such a big deal about this? I cast hold person on him.
Are you up?
Yeah, he didn't get me.
I know. Is it your
No,
turn?
it's Hannah's turn.
I thought I rolled a 9 and she rolled a 6.
She rolled a 12.
She rolled a 12.
I rolled a 2.
my bad.
No one rolled a 6.
Hannah,
My
what
bad.
would you like to do?
So he's trying to attack us?
Yes.
Yeah, but he also was just roused from sleep and like was kind of freaking
Yeah,
out.
can I just like hold my like bow and arrow up to him like I'm going to shoot and just ask him?
You can do an intimidation check.
Okay, what do I need for that?
You need your D20.
Okay.
And are you proficient in intimidation? It should be a little filled-in bubble
see.
in your skills if you are. I don't know if rangers usually come with that or
No,
not.
I don't. Just perception, survival, and athletics.
All right. So you would need to roll a D20 to see if he's intimidated.
18.
And this is... All right, and he has to roll against that.
Did she get like charisma bonus or anything?
Yeah, you would add charisma to that.
Oh, charisma. Like the.
You won anyway,
okay.
like it was way higher. But so like he kind of starts to see what's happening, and while he's mostly feral, like he does understand like death is coming for him if he doesn't stop. And with he just kind of turns over, and instead of going for his scimitar, he kind of just backs towards the wall real quick.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with us. You're not ready.
We have pew pews.
All right.
You know what that means?
It is now Al's turn.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I came into this room with the intention of talking to this guy, trying to get info. I'm on board, like, in principle, I'm on board with Joe and the, like, trying not to kill people. However, he woke other people up. I'm assuming in the next round they're going to be coming at us without being able to be
more than one way
reasoned
to
with.
skin cats. Always more than one way to skin cats.
I have this hold person thing that will paralyze him for a minute.
That's up to you. Whoever you want to attack.
Yeah, it's up to you.
That way we don't have to hurt him right
Well,
away.
this guy is kind of pacified right now.
Oh, okay, so
He did
that's
not
what I don't
grab his
understand. I
weapon.
don't understand, like, if I just don't attack him, like, will he be chill? Or will we... I don't know
You
how
have
long
to-
he stays intimidated for. I don't know how the rules work in this circumstance, because we're in combat.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So
Can we have...
you have to wait and see.
Okay.
Be cool, Yolanda.
I could cast Charm Person again.
On which one?
On the guy who we're actually fighting. Or if he's not, like, if he's already subdued, I could pass it on somebody else. I also... Are these people humanoid or animals?
They are
like,
definitely humans or
so
humanoid.
we don't. Animal friendship would not help with that.
No, they all get animal friendship for free with snakes, but you cannot do animal friendship on them because they are considered monstrosities, not animals.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
All right.
That is. Oh wait, if we're in combat, he has like a advantage, I think.
All right. So, all right. The first one he failed. Second one it was 11 both times. So charm person actually worked.
Okay.
Be cool, Yolanda.
I just kind of put an arm on it around his. Oh wait, he's probably super tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just hold his thigh a little bit.
His penis? Is that what you're saying, Al?
Got that baby arm.
All right. Now it's Joe's turn.
We're still in combat. This stinks. I can't talk to him.
You can, look, talking is a free action.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, hey, what's going on, man?
Basically, like he just starts kind of gurgling and like trying not to snap. Like you can tell there's a lot of tension, a lot of force to hold him back right now. Like he's just terrified.
He's terrified of us, or just generally
He's terrified of the arrow 6 inches from his face.
Well, we're not. I mean, he's charmed. Like it
Yeah, that means he's friendly to you, but
regards
he's still
you
scared.
as a friendly acquaintance. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's still scared
Hey,
that like there's 3 people all of a sudden in his room while he was really high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I did not mean to harsh your mellow on that. Hi buddy's cool. All right, he just he likes to brandish that arrow around, but he's not. He's really harmless. I wink at Hi Buddy like, right. But you don't have to be afraid. We're your friends. These guys are with me, and I'm with you, and we're all together. Chill out.
All right, and now it's Joe's turn, and he's still just kind of chilling.
I just want to say, out of character, I appreciate everyone going along with my squeamishness about murdering these people. I don't know what to do, though, because I did not plan for a passive run on my spell slots. Man. I'm gonna... I mean, I got my mace out, but I can't bring myself to swing after all of this.
You could just not do anything. I mean, I guess you
I'm
can
gonna bring shield
ready
up,
an attack.
mace out, and defensive position, but standing down.
All right. And so this is back to their turn.
Yeah.
And because they see that you guys all kind of rein back, the other ones charge in closer, but they yield just before they're about to hit you, and they're kind of waiting to see what happens because it's 3-on-3. It's not quite a Mexican standoff, but they know that you still have the upper hand because you have an arrow right in his face. And we're going to conclude that for combat for now. Like, we might have to bring it back depending on how all this goes.
This is a tense situation, guys.
I turned to the guy who has charms and I was like, listen, man, I am so sorry that I woke you up. But listen, we heard this was the place to get the best stuff. All right, we've been seeing a lot of the scale out there, and it's fine. But we are looking for the primo product, and I can tell just by looking at you that you have got it, man. What's
He reaches up and he tears a scale from his shoulder and hands it to you and just says, taste.
I do a minor illusion and makes it look like I tasted. I put some in my pocket.
No magic.
Oh,
Taste.
seriously?
You can do a bluff check if you want. You got to beat
Yeah,
him
I'm
on
gonna
it.
do that. I also have proficiency, 2x proficiency on deception.
All right. So that means that you get a +6.
2x? Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the second one?
I don't know. I have two. Tony said I could do that.
Okay.
I could double down on some proficiencies. So I'm doubled down on that and persuasion. What did I roll? A D20?
Yeah.
That's a 10. And you said +6?
Yeah.
Plus my charisma, I assume?
Yeah.
So that's a 19 total.
And he got a 19. It's like, who does the tie go to?
Who does the tie go to?
Maybe we should just re-roll because I'm not sure who gets the tie. Unless you want to use like luck or something and make him have disadvantage.
I do have 3 of those to burn. This is not like the highest problem situation.
Do you want to re-roll? Like, you still
Let's
have a
re-roll
+6
and I'll see if
on
I
it.
need to use luck.
Yeah.
That's true. You get to,
I got a +6 +3. That's an
Yeah, you still get your
14.
bonuses.
All right, he got a 17.
Okay, I force a re-roll with luck on him.
And that's a 14?
Well, we're tied again.
All right, we're just going to resolve this. Basically, we'll let the tie go to the person who's trying to deceive. Like, basically, tie goes to the runner. So, he just kind of shrugs. He doesn't know if you actually ate it or not, but he doesn't care that much because he's super high.
I roll my. I'm really selling this, by the way. I like roll my eyes back in my head. I'm like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, that's the stuff.
You have a lot of
And
experience
actually,
taking.
you really should have been forced to do a sleight of hand check, not a minor illusion. 'Cause
Okay.
illusions don't work that way. Like, generally.
I'm sorry.
Like, so next time we'll make you do a sleight of hand for trying to convince somebody of something, like you pretending to put a scale in your mouth.
Okay.
So, but that's just for next time.
Picturing Todd
I don't know how
Flanders.
to do sleight of hand checks yet, so that'll be a new thing to learn.
Yeah.
They're right there. Same list. Same basic concept.
It's like, are you? So I talked to him. It's like, are you cool with like being the factory for this stuff, man? It seems kind of weird.
He says, we have many. And basically,
You are
like,
many.
he opens a drawer and just pulls out a thing of just like a whole bunch of scales. Like, it's just like a full bag filled with green scales.
What
Can
do you
you
like?
get a hit from your own skin, dude? That's so weird.
It's the worst drug you've ever seen.
He says, convenient.
Can you point the way to the main place, the tomb? Because we were poking around for that thing. There was we need the eye for more.
Have you ever? Yeah.
Stuff.
Have you ever licked the eye?
Yeah, I heard that was even better.
I heard that was a great
You see his
eye.
you see his eyes kind of like raise up a little bit, and like he puts his snake tongue out for a second, and then it's like, I have not.
Yeah. No, that's the shit. That stuff.
The ones
So we've been
behind you
told.
also are like you can tell they're kind of curious too. Like they're just kind of like nodding at each other, like going back and forth with that.
Like maybe you found that your own scales are not. You're kind of chasing a buzz. You don't quite get that high. Remember the first time? I've heard that the eye is like that.
It's like he pulls out a scale and hands it to you, and kind of is like, yeah.
Yeah.
First.
God damn it!
Tell him you want to be sharp for the eye. Or, well, I guess you can tell him whatever you want to, and that was out of
That's
character.
a really good
so-
idea. That's not a... I'm like, no, this doesn't do anything for me anymore. I've got to have eye. I go on the offensive again. I'm no longer
All right, like he
charismatically on the offensive.
he really does not he does not care that much. He's just
Yes.
really dosed
He's
up.
just handing out his...
yeah. Like he's just being very generous right now.
You know what? Let's all go have some eye, huh? Why don't you lead the way to that? And we'll all lick some eye together. That
right.
sounds like a good time, right?
So I'll
Yeah.
go lick some eye.
That sounds like a good band name. Lick some eye.
Just imagine these
So yeah, my
snakeheads,
fantasy
like,
folk rock cover band, Lick Some Eye. All right, so like the three of them kind of like get up and just kind of saunter towards like the doorway and start going down the hallway, and so like two of them are actually kind of holding on to the edges, like with in a really weird sort of like slithery way, like they've got extra grip on their arms, and you guys are just kind of following them down. You see that there are several other rooms passing. Most of them just look like a place to sleep. Most like there's a library in there as well, and a kitchen that you pass where it's just like it smells god awful. And and eventually you get to this large chamber, and it is a massive chamber. And in the center you see the coiled bones of what looks like a snake that was at least like 8 or 9 feet thick. Like it looks like it would barely fit through the walls or the tunnels, and it's coiled perfectly. And at the top you see the skull where two very, very dark spheres are sitting.
Yep, let's lick that. That sounds... We're all fine here now, thank you.
I think.
got it.
Oh, hold on. I
just
like
gonna-
whispering to Manveith sort of behind these guys' back. I'm like, you know, I don't know if these guys are gonna be chill in here. Do you want them like waking up and turning against us, or should we send them back to the room with promises that will bring them some eye?
That sounds good.
They're
I was
already climbing the skeleton.
curious to know what they would do, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, well let's just stand back and see how this plays out then.
Yeah, bow, please bow up, please. Bow. Make your bow ready. Hi, buddy. That'd be great.
All right, so as they reach the top of this snake, like two of the guys pull out the eyes, and like you hear like a weird, just little bit of rumbling, and you see them both just start going to town. And it's weird because the eyes look like stone, but you can tell it's kind of squishy, kind of wet. Like where it's just sinking in where their paws are a little bit, and like they're licking it, but they look a little bit confused, like they're wondering why it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
And as it comes down, this giant boa constrictor just snaps one of them and just entirely swallows him whole.
Where does the boa constrictor come from? Or is it a skeleton boa
It was
constrictor?
coming out of the ceiling. Like I
Okay.
said, it's a huge, huge chamber going up into darkness.
Okay. Does he drop the eye?
The eye basically went with him.
So who has ideas now for what to do?
I'm gonna roll perception and see how far I can see into this darkness.
We do have
You're
dark
also going to
vision,
roll
all
for
of us.
initiative.
All right.
All right. Well, okay, I got a 14 in the perception, but fine.
Perception-wise, you can tell that it actually goes higher than your dark vision can see, so it's at least like 200 feet high.
What is this boa constrictor attached to? We have a 200-foot long boa constrictor?
Have you never... No, it's not 200 feet long for the boa constrictor. I'm just saying there was a lot of darkness, and there's a lot of shelves going up, and a lot of different holes up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
lot of
sort of
sheer-
a nest type thing.
I rolled a 20 on my, like a natural 20.
All right.
17.
7.
So I guess that's a plus dex is 23.
All right. All right. So, Albert gets the first move.
I don't know what I'm aiming at. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just, let me look at, see if I have anything. I'm not close enough to anything to do Thunder Wave. There's nothing for me to, like, try
You're
to get.
about 40 feet away.
There's nothing, no, but I mean, I can cast Bane on the addicts, but I don't, like, so far they haven't been hostile. They're probably still going after the eyes, I would assume.
Maybe.
I'm not just gonna wipe these guys out after we
No,
tried
I wasn't
so hard to
guessing
save
that.
them.
I'm just thinking they also might be a little nervous now that one of their kind has been snatched up by a boa constrictor. Or maybe they're just not.
I use my turn just to move up the skeleton.
All right, so if you're not going to attack, I'll let you do it without having to do an athletics check. But that makes it so that you are, let's say, about 10 feet away from the constrictor.
Oh, so wait, could I see the constrictor the whole time, or was he up in the darkness?
He was up in the darkness.
Okay, but now I can see him?
Oh, I thought we
Yeah,
had
like as
all
soon
that
as they
dark
pulled
vision.
it. Yeah, like you've got dark vision. He's there, like with all of you.
He was just too far away for our dark vision to see.
Or he was in one of the holes that's in there. Like I said, it's kind of like a hive type thing. You just see holes in the darkness above, like going into walls and everything, like into the mountain.
All right, as a bonus action, I give Hi Buddy some bardic inspiration.
All right.
Oh, what does that do again?
You get, I believe it's a D8 now, because I leveled up to, yeah. So you get a D8 to roll to add to any ability checks before the DM tells you if they succeed.
Yeah, give that to the person that already has a plus 7 or 8.
I really want her to be killing it. Also, I have one I can give to Joe as well. I have the ability a number of times equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3. So
Just
All right, so it is.
I can only do one per turn.
It is their turn, and in their panic, the lizardmen, after seeing their person being eaten, actually draw their swords and go straight after the constrictor.
nice.
So the first one is actually going to. I gotta pull up their stats real quick. 1 second. All right, so they get 2 attacks, and that dude missed terribly. That was a 4 and a 5, and this guy is actually gonna hit twice. So it's gonna be a scimitar attack. So
Do we have like any distinguishing features so that we can tell them apart? Or
One of them is really bad at shooting. Or
one's
swinging.
green and one's blue.
okay, who hit?
Okay, blue?
We're gonna say blue hit.
All right, go blue!
Green and blue, I think, not pink and blue.
I mean, if you want, I could retcon that. We can have a pink
Don't
one.
feel bad, Green. We'll get him next time. That was a good try.
All right, so that's 1d6 plus 3. So that's
Can you feel that eye kicking in yet?
7.
It takes a minute. I don't know. He didn't mention that, but it does. Like,
Don't take
boy,
too
when
much.
it does, it's like edibles. When it does hit you,
That's what I was to say.
All right, so that's
Knowledge I have about how edibles work, thanks to Tony's podcast.
all right. So he actually does a quick 14 damage to the snake.
nice.
So now it is Joe's turn. Actually, no, it's the big snake's turn. Sorry. So the big snake it turns towards the one that hit him.
Big snek.
Snek.
Snack.
One of them is going to hit. So it's 2d8s. Dice, where are you? There's dice. 10 damage plus the poison damage if he doesn't get an escape. Actually, no, this one doesn't have poison. This is a grapple check. And he failed the grapple check, so basically the constrictor has the blue one completely wrapped up. It is restrained.
Where's the first one? Is it just snapped in half somewhere?
It was swallowed.
Oh man.
So he's inside. He's comfy.
He's
Yeah, we can pull a Sharknado thing and try to cut him out.
There actually are rules on how much damage he takes per turn. I am tracking that.
Okay.
We're gonna call him Pinky. So we got blue, green, and Pinky. And he's going to take... Ooh, that's not good for him. That's full damage. Alright, now it is Joe's turn.
Can I can I hit the thing from where I am, or do I have to go up on the statue like Al?
It depends
skeleton.
on if you're casting a spell or if you're actually trying to hit him.
Did you get any magic missile in that bag of tricks?
I do. I've got a couple of them now. Oh yeah. We'll try Witch Bolt.
Alright, do it up.
A beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards the creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. I make a ranged spell attack against that creature.
Alright.
So that's just
What do you have to
D20?
do? Like, does it say a ranged spell tech?
Yes.
Alright, so roll that.
I forget what modifier. Oh, god damn
It's
it.
going to be your wisdom modifier.
I got a 1.
Alright, so you just, you send out a bolt of lightning and it just sails like 16 feet to the left of this thing.
I was just imagining it's like a little static electricity discharge.
Well, that sucked. That was my big moment.
Alright, and so now it is Hannah's turn.
okay.
Hi, buddy.
All right. Well, we could definitely see its head, right? Because he's like eating people and stuff.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of target to hit on this.
Okay.
His AC is not very high because it's gigantic.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, try to avoid the body. Our friend Pinky's
Yeah,
in
I was
there.
gonna say I want to try to aim for his head. So I'm.
Hit him in the eye." I guess it isn't. It's
So
not
are you
like
wanting to
there's-
take the -5 modifier from your new feat so you can do more damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you'll do with that, you have +8, so basically that turns into a +3 when you take the -5, but you automatically attack on another 10 damage if you do hit.
Okay.
Don't forget you can roll that inspiration die. It's a D8,
Yeah,
Hannah.
I have the inspiration there too. All right, so I'm doing the
Yeah.
D20 and
And a D8,
Okay.
if you want to use the D8
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, so roll the D20, and if it's like, if it's low, you can add the D8. If you get a 20, there's no point.
I've got a 16,
That'll definitely hit.
and then it's plus what?
I believe it's a D8 for your bow, plus 7, plus 10.
Plus what? Okay. Okay.
So she's getting at least 18.
Did you guys see that spark I made?
Okay, so 7 plus 10,
That's-
so 17, and then I got a 3 from my D8, so that's a 20.
All right, so roll your second attack.
What?
I get
She
2
attacks
attacks.
twice a turn now.
Alright, and that's...
Guys, that spark? Huh? That's called Witch's Bolt, by the way, in case you're wondering what
you
that
were
awesome
doing
thing
that
I
on
did
purpose
was.
just to contrast how massive my attack is, so thank you for that. You're
No,
setting
it was
those
dramatic.
speeds.
It was dramatic lighting for the
Yeah,
arrows.
precisely.
Yeah.
Is it still streaming out of his fingers completely out of
It's like a sparkler. It's like, hey.
So the second one is just a D20 by itself, or is that one also paired with Dex?
No, you're rolling against his AC, so you want to see if you
Okay,
hit.
well that one was 17.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
So now you do your D8 plus 7 plus 10.
Just baffling.
And that's going to be another 20.
All right.
40 points of damage.
Pew pew pew!
All right.
How does he look right now, Tony?
He looks slightly bothered.
What?
Oh,
Dang
great.
it.
Not even really bruised.
Oh, there's some blood.
Okay.
Probably like a little bit impressed.
say
though,
bloodied?
Right? Like, oh, okay.
Not. The proper term would be bruised, not bloodied at this stage.
Okay, well, I asked Bruce. You said some blood. Anyway, yeah, okay.
I was just trying to intimidate you.
I just wanted to
Did
check
my
how he was
intimidation
doing.
roll work?
No? Anyway, is it my turn? No, whose turn is it? Is it
It
his
is
turn?
Albert's
or-
turn.
Okay.
That actually might be it.
And that's going to do it for Heroes of Epic Proportions this week. Will our heroes survive the snake? Will our friend Pinky ever see the light of day? Will any of these other lizards that are high off their asses ever get high again? We'll see you guys next week. Remember,
Bye.
you can support this by going to our Patreon page or humanechoes.com for more information. Hope you guys have an awesome time. Share this with your friends. Share it with your wife. Share it with your neighbors. All that good stuff. And have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.